Toronto Blue Jays just shocked the entire MLB, and ahead of what's going to be an absolutely crazy next few weeks ahead of the postseason, the Jays come out and not only shock the MLB, Kevin Gausman does the unthinkable and something that we rarely see in this day and age. We're going to break down exactly what happened and discuss what this means going forward as it pertains to the Toronto Blue Jays playoff odds. We also have a few other updates to go over today, folks. But before we get into it all, quick reminder to hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the daily Jays content. You guys have been absolute beasts with the support. Thank you guys for that. Ladies and gentlemen, what a day, what a game, and what a series for this Toronto Blue Jays team. First two games, not pretty. The offense was rough. They almost won yesterday. They won game one. And today, we're going to, of course, dive into the man who stole the show in Kevin Gausman. But let's do some housekeeping and go through what the offense did today. They put up 6 runs, which is, a much improved, big improvement, rather, much improved compared to the last couple of games. And folks, heading into this game, you really have to win. The Red Sox are off. The Yankees play now in an hour or two, whenever it is. And you got to hope the Yankees lose tonight. But all the AL East teams lost yesterday that are, pertinent, or rather that are, relevant to the AL East race. The Jays come out today and just, destroy the Houston Astros. George Springer, solid hit. Nathan Lucas continues to be absolutely electric. He has a couple base knocks with an RBI. Pretty quiet day at the plate for Vladdy. Got a single. Couple productive at-bats moving the runners over, but, not big impact there. Berger, big hit. And of course, the man of the hour, which was Davis Schneider with a clutch home run, a solo shot to put them up 3-0. But of course, he had a couple runs early in the game as well, thanks to Nathan Lucas and others. When we had Verso with the triple. But the offense was kind of overshadowed a little bit by the pitching staff. And again, this was a big game. And having Davis Schneider, who should be playing more at this point. I had a video on it a few days ago. Didn't get in the game yesterday. They have to hit Davis Schneider more, right? It needs to happen. I don't care at this point about the matchups. I don't care about anything else. Get him in the game when he's been healthy and when he's been playing. He's been really, really good, especially since getting demoted and then called back up. And tonight was an illustration of that. Absolutely, almost had 2 home runs, but had 1 big home run. And just fantastic for him. Also had a sac fly as well. Clutch there. And of course, Verso. I'll dive back to the offense a little bit later. I don't want to waste any more time here, folks. Mr. Kevin Gausman, and it's very rare where I show you guys the box score in these post-game videos, and it's 1 pitcher, 9 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts, ladies and gentlemen, 9 strikeouts. And that is, quite frankly, just absolutely ludicrous. Till the 9th inning, he only had 1 inning where he allowed a base runner, and that was the 4th, and then, of course, allowed 1 in the 9th. For a guy who has had such a good career, and for a while there to start the season, struggled a little bit. Last year, struggled a little bit in its totality. This year, his ERA is not only down to 3.44, he has been absolutely ramping up his intensity, his velocity, and of course, I guess refining his craft here ahead of the postseason. He has solidified himself, to me at least, as probably the 1A starter for the Toronto Blue Jays in the playoffs. I would presume he goes game 1, Bieber goes game 2. You could, of course, flip him around and have Bieber 1, whatever it is. Gausman has been absolutely dialed in, and what a time for it to happen, because we know this was supposed to be, and it is, a very tough stretch of games for this Toronto Blue Jays team. You're playing the Yankees, you're playing the Astros, they're going to be playing the Rays down the stretch, all these different things. You have to win these games, right? And both AL East teams, the Yankees and the Jays and the Red Sox, I think, but I know the Yankees and the Jays, they're going to be playing the Orioles a few times. And the Jays, of course, start with an Orioles series tomorrow, and the Yankees down the stretch play the Orioles, I think, more than the Jays. A couple series against the Orioles, 2 or 3 series against the Orioles. I think it's 2. They have to take care of business. And having Kevin Gausman, again, you need your pitching staff to be dominant. And he has now logged 7 innings at least in 5 of his last 7 starts, including each of his previous 3. He's postseason ready. Book it. What a time for the Toronto Blue Jays to, not catch fire, because they're not playing their best baseball right now, which is the funny thing. You're without Bichette, who is, we saw it in yesterday's game. Missing Bo is brutal. If you can stockpile wins while Bichette is out and then insert him into the lineup, potentially insert Anthony Santander into the lineup, potentially, have these pitchers like Kevin Gausman, hopefully Shane Bieber, had a little bit of an uncharacteristic start in his last start, still went 5 2/3, 9 hits, 3 runs, I think it was. The Jays are just rolling right now, and this is all without Bichette. The offense isn't great, and the first couple games in the series were rough. You come out and you put up a 6 spot today, and that's without Bichette, and it's from guys who, heading into the season, you really weren't really expecting. Nathan Lucas, his first year in the big leagues, full year, he puts up, he's at a 727 OPS right now. Davis Schneider got sent down early. Addison Barger didn't even start the season on the team. You've gotten contributions from guys like Miles Straw, Joey Loperfido. It is crazy. And now Bo Bichette, he gets hurt. Next man up, and you have, just an incredible performance. The pitching staff is backing the boys up. And I mean, to understate how, like, this is shocking, right? Like, complete game shutouts rarely happen. Complete games in general during this, new baseball era, I guess, day and age where they're super limited in pitch counts. It never happens. Kevin Gausman, 100 pitches on the dot. Like, that's a normal amount of pitches for a starter. And he's doing so while in the sixth inning they're hitting 97.6 miles per hour, almost 98 miles per hour, which was Kevin Gausman's fourth hardest strikeout of the season. And it was against Yordan Alvarez, who is still now, I think he's 0 for 16 following an 0 for 4 today in his career against Kevin Gausman. He hasn't recorded a strikeout with high velocity like that since May. Gausman is cooking, man. And this is where things start to really matter. Like, this start is just beyond, shocking the MLB being really good. This matters for the postseason. And for the first time in a while, we can start to look towards, the postseason, but potentially, the ALDS. And I'm not going to get ahead of myself. You have to win the AL East. You have to, of course, finish top 2 in the AL. But you have pitchers now, if you win the AL East, even in the wild card game, I'm hoping we don't get there. God forbid they get there. But if you, can just continue to do this, if you're the pitching staff, Shane Bieber, Kevin Gausman, whoever your third, Matt Scherzer probably, you got to just push it. You can see here from Avery, this is the best Kevin Gausman we've seen in a while. Back-to-back 8-inning starts against playoff teams. Really fun to watch when he goes into attack mode. And something crucial here is he's playing the games against playoff teams. Like, the Astros are right behind the Blue Jays, third in the AL. Like, they gain a game now on not only, I guess, a half game on the Red Sox in the meantime and half a game on the Yankees, depending on what happens tonight. But you're also, gaining a game on the Houston Astros, who, again, I keep saying this, with the new third wildcard spot, you have to finish top 2 in the AL. It's Tigers 1, Jays 2, Astros 3. You gain a game on the Astros, which now allows you to, and the Jays might be ahead of the Tigers by half a game at this point, whatever it ends up being. I didn't check the exact standings for that because it matters less than, of course, winning the AL East. I mean, not really, though. Like, ultimately, finishing top 2 is crucial. I think they're going to stay ahead of the Tigers here, or ahead of the Astros. Crucial win on a million fronts, folks. Just absolutely fantastic. 2-hit complete game shutout. Shout out to the pitching staff. Shout out to, the hitters tonight, like Dalton Varsho getting on the board with a couple base knocks, a triple, a clutch single as well late in the game to put on some insurance runs to make a 4-0 game to a 6-0 game. Like, those 2 extra runs allowed John Schneider to stick with Kevin Gausman, even though he gave up a base runner in the 9th. Allows, the Jays to save their entire bullpen, which, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Hoffman's rested now. Whether that's good or bad, we'll see. Sir Anthony Dominguez, Louis Varland, Brandon Little, like the guys who you are hoping will be your high leverage relievers are all rested for a huge series against Baltimore, who the worst team in the AL East, but boy, do they play really well against the Jays and against all the AL East teams. And the Jays have to come out, win that series, and hopefully this is the beginning of a very exciting run over the next few weeks to conclude the regular season. Folks, that'll wrap it up. Let me know down below what your thoughts are. What a crazy game, crazy day. See you guys tomorrow.